The Kings just put together one of their most impressive wins of the entire season on the Warriors' home court, where they were absolutely shutting them down defensively, limiting the Warriors to only 37% from the field and 18 turnovers to only 20 assists. The Kings just played amazing defensively. Everyone really stepped up, with Keegan Murray playing absolutely excellent defense throughout the entire game, playing 45 minutes, grabbing 12 rebounds, being just like an absolute presence on the glass, with Domantas Sabonis fouling out, and also the Kings going small. Keegan Murray was huge for them, being able to limit Golden State's offensive rebounds when they were pretty much playing no bigs to their two bigs, Draymond Green and Looney, out there. Also, the lineup of Fox, Monk, Miles, Lyles, and Davis, which they went to in the late to the first quarter into the second, then they went to throughout the rest of the game, was really good, being +6 in the 17 minutes they played together. They were just able to kind of outrun the Warriors. They were pushing the ball no matter what, off a make, off a miss. Fox and Monk were both just running the ball up and down the floor. And when you have Murray, Lyles, and Davis all out there who are respectable three-point shooters, or at least a threat from outside, it just opens up the floor so much for Fox and Monk to attack the basket, and that's what they were doing. And two, I think the pairing of Fox and Monk is such a difficult backcourt to defend, because both of them can just push the ball in transition no matter what, as well as just get to the rim, and they're both really crafty, like shifty finishers around the rim. Fox, I think, had just an absolute elite play where he drove into the paint, pretty much did a fake post spin, and then just went straight around Green right into the basket. And like, what are you gonna do about that? The guy's too fast ball to even like get in front of him, and the fact that he's been playing with a broken finger is just even more impressive. That this guy's been like, game five he played kind of poorly offensively, but you know, he bounced back here, was really good offensively and defensively, playing great defense on Curry the entire night. I know Curry still got his 29, but he had 5 turnovers, was pretty inefficient at some points, and just made really stupid passes and plays. And I think a lot of that has to do with Fox, one, not biting on any of the pump fakes given from Curry, just staying really disciplined, staying down, as well as just bothering Curry with his athleticism and like size. I think it really made Curry work. And also, I think the Kings did a really good job of blitzing or doubling the ball handler a couple of times off the pick and roll, and just making them think a little bit more. In the third quarter, I think they doubled Klay Thompson off a pick and roll, and it led to a turnover into a Kings transition basket. And just plays like that, I think when you make the offense work just even a little bit more by showing them a different look every once in a while, really adds up, and it just leads to these types of kind of bad miscommunications and bad passes, which the Warriors are just known for. You know, this is a team that likes to play fast and loose, and a lot of the time that leads to a lot of turnovers. When you can force the Warriors to play faster and more loose, it's really, really good, and that's what we saw tonight from the Kings. Monk continues to be absolutely great off the bench, just being like such a good offensive piece and defensive piece, honestly. I think he stepped up a lot. Yeah, he's still going to get blown by and beat, but he's just been a menace in the passing lanes, really bothering guys here and there, and using his athleticism to just like be a pest. One thing I really like about Monk coming off the bench is because Monk and Fox play a pretty similar style of just like attacking the basket, being really fast in transition. The Kings offense doesn't change too much when Fox sits, and they're still able to play a very similar style of offense, which just allows them to like keep their flow, keep the rhythm going that they had with Fox, without making the guy play like the entire first quarter, you know? Kevin Huerter finally hit some shots in the fourth quarter, which is huge. For shooters, like a lot of the time you just need to see one to go in, and once one goes in, they build that confidence back up, and hopefully in game 7 he can be really good from deep, because I think they're going to need him. I'm not counting the Warriors out. Like I said, I was saying Kings in 7 this entire time, but I know the Warriors are going to come out, and they're going to come out swinging. I think Jordan Poole is probably going to get even less minutes than he did last night, because he was just absolutely terrible from everywhere. Poor defensively, poor offensively, made a lot of really bad decisions, and just sloppy play overall, leading to a lot of turnovers or just bad communication, and letting the Kings just like build upon their lead. Curry also needs to step up. I think he's been really good offensively when it comes to scoring, but defensively, I think he needs to step up a little bit. He's been getting targeted a little bit more, as well as when it comes to playmaking. I think he needs to get a lot better. He's been way too loose with the ball. I know that's how the Golden State Warriors play, but Curry, especially, like 5 turnovers tonight, a lot of them were just bad passes or just silly decision, like when Fox closed out really hard to him and made him put the ball back down on the floor after he already went for his shot, causing a double triple. Just stuff like that. Like, you need to be more poised, especially in this type of situation. I get that the Kings or that the Warriors went on the road and they were able to win one in Sacramento, but you know, Sacramento is a good home team. The crowd's going to be absolutely in it tonight, or not tonight, but in their next game, and I'm going to be really interested to see how the Warriors can respond after just getting blown out on their home court, going back to Sacramento with them having such momentum. And yeah, I mean, this series has been absolutely great. Sabonis also needs to be a lot better. Fouling out tonight was pretty, honestly, like kind of worked out for them. Like their small lineup, and they were playing small ball, clearly worked out for them. They were shooting the ball a lot better. I think they shot 47% with that lineup of those 5 guys, like 8 for 17 or something like that. And that lineup really just helped them like outpace, outrun, outshoot, and outscore for the Warriors. And it's kind of crazy to think about that, like the Warriors, who are known as a 3-point shooting team, are getting outshot from the 3-point line by the Sacramento Kings, and that the Warriors have not shot good from deep outside of Curry and Clay this entire series. And I think as long as they continue to play good, disciplined defense on Stephen Curry, using Davion Mitchell, Fox as a primary defender, Fox has gone really good on defending over the course of this series. It seems like at the beginning he was getting targeted more. Now he's been able to guard Steph one-on-one pretty well, despite even having a broken finger and like everything like that. I'm just excited for Game 7. I think this has been one of the best first round series that we've seen in a really long time, and I really hope Game 7's a banger, and I think that crowd in Golden One Center is going to be absolutely amazing.